Hello everybody, I think I'm a minute early. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday! Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It's raining here. I don't know what it's doing where you are. But hop on, say hi. Let me know what the weather's doing. I don't know if we're ever going to see a nice spring, but I think it's just going to go right into summer. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. So today, for today's video, and again, I know I'm a minute early, so I'm just going to hang out here, chit-chat a little bit. We're going to be playing with the Bird Ballad Suite, which I love. And the reason I held off on this one, even though I really, really love this stamp set, and I wanted to start it earlier, is because it does coordinate with the upcoming Hugs from Shelly. Hi, Fran. Hugs from Shelly Paper Pumpkin Kit this month. So I kind of held off on using this one because I know I'm going to be using it again when I get the Hugs from Shelly. So, hi Pam, hi Karen, hi Maureen, hi everybody. Okay, so a couple of things while we're waiting for everybody else to come on. Again, what I'm using today is Free as a Bird, the Bird Ballad Suite. I'm going to tie it in a little bit with an outgoing. Now that's the something new. And the outgoing something old, one of my favorites, the Petal Palette. Love this set. This is 2 pieces. I love the sayings and the fonts on this. And of course also the matching dies. Okay, Susan, well, you can watch the replay. So that's the something old. The other thing I want to remind you is I am doing a special this month, and it is everybody that orders, every order you place this month, you get in the drawing to get one of these bags free. Not this bag. This bag is mine. The one you get is brand new. So, again, just place your orders through me or online, and your name will go into the drawing. I got one of these to give away. Somebody's going to get that. Look at that. I used mine, and I never even took the little film off there. Oh, well. Okay. So, let's get started. And let me just switch the screen. Okay. So, again, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Stampersdelight.com, there's my May host code if you want to order online. I know it's kind of small, so if you can't see it, just contact me. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so first off, let me show you some of the beautiful papers. And you're going to see that they've been cut up because I've been using these. And this is the Bird Ballad Suite. These beautiful papers. Double-sided, and I showed you all that in my previous video. And then, of course, here is the stamp set, and here are the dies. These dies are to die for. I love them. So, again, they're stitched framelets, or they're not called framelets anymore. They're called dies. And then this one is a straight edge die. So you get that stitched straight edge, and you'll see I use that in a couple of one of my samples anyway. So of course I already did everything, pre-did everything here so that I don't jiggle the table too much. And then of course the outgoing set is the Petal Palette and the dies to that. The one I'm going to miss the most is probably this one for my sayings. But what are you going to do? So get this one now because it is going to be retired next month. Okay. So let's go ahead and move that. You ready to see some samples? Okay. All right. So with the Bird Ballad Suite, you also get a nice little case, and I don't want to show you the front yet. Nice little case. I'm going to open it up here. I just don't want you to see the front yet. And you get these laser cut cards inside. And they're beautiful. And envelopes with a little scalloped edge to it. I should have played around with that. I think I will while we're on here. So those come in the tin. Now the tin is this pink color with the old olive, petal pink. And so is the whole front of it, but you can decorate it, which is what I did. So let me show you how I decorated my tin. And this makes a nice giveaway. So there you see the framelit or the die that goes to this set. And then I did a smaller one in vellum. I fussy cut the bird out from one of the designer series papers that come with it. And then I used our leaf punch and punched out some leaves in our new green vellum. And I did what Ann suggested on the last video. She asked if you could use Stella on vellum, and guess what? You can. I used Stella on all of those. So I decorated that, and I put from the heart. I'll probably keep this one, but I know I'll be ordering quite a few more to make gifts for like my mother-in-law. Yes, it would make a beautiful for wedding invitations. So that's my first sample. This one I'm going to bring in now. Again, it's the designer series paper. This is the new ribbon that goes with the magnolia suite, or the, let me just see what, I forgot. It goes with any suites anyway. I mean, it shows, it's either on the Essence one. Let me just see. I want to get this right. It doesn't really matter because it goes with any color. I mean, any suite. This one is from the Perennial Essence suite, but I also used it in the Magnolias, and I used it with the Bird Ballad. So even though it goes to that suite, obviously it goes with everything else. So back to this. Okay, so what I did, again, the same thing. I did the same size for, die here, and I just cut off that pointed edge. So it actually looked like a pocket, doesn't it? So, and then again, I used the stamp set here with the bird, and of course my blends. Now this die is from the Petal Palette, which is going away, but it fits that we're best of friends so nice. Hi Gail, hi Megan, hi Donna, hi Sandra. And then inside, because I like it, we're the best of friends, so this is what I did. On the inside, look, I used the two different birds. And they look cute together, don't they? Your friendship means the world to me. So you can tie those two sets together because of the birds. I think it looks really adorable. So that was another sample. And again, I always have still shots. This one I'm going to bring in is Pool Party. And this is the watercolor paper. And then, of course, I stamped the image, the bigger image. And then I did some color washing around it. And again, I used the small die from the new set, from the new dies, which are called, it's stuck in here. Oop, got a something on it. Nested label dies. And the Best Wishes is from the Petal Palette. I'm going to miss these sayings. No, there's no die for the birds. You have to fussy cut those. And then if you can see, I got the little doodads there. That's a little key. And that pretty ribbon, which is right here, the delicate lace ribbon. Okay. And then this one opens this, and our linen thread too. Okay, so bring that up again. And then I used From the Heart. Again, the saying is, these sayings are from the, or sentiments are from the Petal Palette. And then the bird is in there. And this is in Pool Party. Or was it Coastal Cabana? I'm so bad at colors, I swear. Pool Party. Okay, so that's another one. This one I'm going to bring in is all using the new suite again. Hi, Maureen. And then I used the new ribbon that I showed on my pop-up video. This is the new ribbon that's in the catalog with the in colors. And you see how nice that goes with our linen thread? And of course I tied on another little doodad. This is the back side of one of the designer series paper. Didn't have to do much here. Cut the designer series paper out, do a little stamping, do a little doodad. The pink card. Yes, the pink card. Yeah, this one, I fussy cut those. Okay. And then, your friendship means the world to me. I love the sayings in this set, too. But that cute little hello fits so nice in the little nested framelit. All right, another sample that I have for you is one of the designer series paper. Hi, this is the Pretty Peacock. Very quick, easy, elegant thank you card. The designer series paper, again, the new ribbon, the new in color ribbons, and the new faceted dots, which are in the in colors. And this one says, thanks for being you. And I love how they nest up so well. Aren't they great? Okay, so let's move away because I have a few more to show you, and then we're going to do some stamping. So this one is probably one of my favorites. I'm going to bring this one in. This is using those laser cut cards that come in the kit, or the tin. Can I bring that up real close? This is our polka dot tool. Again, I did a fussy cut around here. This paper is actually from another, the Perennial Essence, but I had it left over, so I wanted to use it up. And look how nice it ties in there. And then, of course, I put some of the Rococo Rose, because behind that, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to show you how I did that. It's a color wash of Rococo Rose and then some Winka Stella behind this piece. And the still shots will probably show it much better. I didn't put anything on the inside because I'm not sure. I think this might be a wedding card. Not that I have a wedding coming up, but you never know. All right. Another one using those the die cut or laser cut cards that are in the tin is this one. Now for this one, what I did is I cut out that inside, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then I used the nested dies with blue, and I backed it. I used the backing here. I used Petal Pink. This is Petal Pink Vellum. Okay, so I put Petal Pink Vellum behind it, and then another piece of Very Vanilla on the back. And then, of course, here, what I did with the framelit was I just cut it off so it didn't have the 2 points. And then I did some Winka Stella on there. Oh, thank you, Donna. Hi, Darlene. So the inside I cut out, and I saved it because I used it for this card. Again, with the designer series paper. The inside makes it look like a doily. Can you see that? These I used some pearls, and then I used the blends to color them. A little thank you on there. And, of course, the little bird in there. Most of my thank yous, as I always say, I leave them blank because I like to handwrite my messages. So, again, I cut the inside out and used it for my second card. All right. Then, if you saw my unveiling of the newer product, the second release, we got these nice little note cards. Scalloped edges, and the same with the envelopes. So what I did for this one is I used the Balmy Blue, and I used the Petal Palette that's going away. Again, Petal Palette. And I just did a quick little hello card. I know he's kind of like hanging off there, but hello. And I used the Petal Palette, used the ribbon, the new ribbon. I used my blends, and this ribbon, you can see through it, so that's why I put it right over the bird. And it's just a little cute little hello card. And then, of course, I decorate my envelopes. And this is using the, again, Petal Palette. Oh, hi, Winann. Well, you can watch the replay. Okay, so those are the samples I did, but now let's do a little stamping. So the first thing I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to bring in this one. I already have everything that I want cut. It just saves a lot of time and you don't have to watch me cut. Okay, so here's some of those dies, the different sizes. The stitch dies. These are going to be a big seller. So let me show you what I do with those. When I need a die and I take a scrap piece of paper and I'm going to cut these out because I need some for a card I'm working on. If I have a piece here and I cut that big one out, I throw a bunch of them on the same piece and cut a bunch out at one time. This way I have them for later on. Maureen asked, what do I do with all my cards? I do church craft fairs. I do donate some of them. I make gift baskets for my mother and my mother-in-law. And just recently I've been sending out Happy Mail. And I do send them out to my downlines. And, I try to give as many away as I can. Because, yes, I do have quite a few. Okay, so we're going to bring in this card. Now, remember, this is the laser cut card, and there's that inside. So very gently, I'm just going to snip this. Just going to go around and snip that out. This is the only thing I didn't want to do ahead of time because I wanted to show you how easy it is. It's just bunch of little snips here to get that doily piece out. Almost done. Yeah, I love the little happy notes too. And I love sending them to you, Pam. A little happy mail. If you remember, quite a few of you got Happy Mail. Was it last month I did that? I'll be doing that again. I just love to share. Oh, the other thing I do, just so you know, and a lot of you are my customers on there. Some of you aren't, so you might not know this. When my customers place orders and when I bag them and tag them and they pick them up here, I usually, maybe not all the time, but most of the time, I'll throw a card in there for them to use. I used to put thank you cards in there all the time, but how many thank you cards do you need from me? So now what I do is my thank you is a card that you can use. Okay, so there we go. Got that piece cut out. So I'm going to move that. I'm going to use that. Leave that doily over there. Now this one I'm going to use the Petal Pink instead of the vellum. And you see it's a little big there, but I want it that way right now because I got to put some glue here to hold this down. And I don't want it, I want to make sure that I don't mess it up. Okay, so I'll trim it later. So I'm using Tombow. Yes, I'm into Tombow lately. And I'm just going to put a little glue around this. In the camera view, good. Okay. I'm going to swing that around and I'm just going to make sure I have, okay. I just wanted to see if it was right. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down. Right where the crease is. I'm going to trim it when I'm done. Wherever it needs it. Okay, so we're going to flip that over. See, this one looks a little different because it's the vellum. And then I just got that little edge. I'm just going to snip that right off. I like having that edge so that the glue doesn't get on my workspace here And I can make sure that I glue it right to the end, if that makes sense. And I have a little bit here to trim. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my tag. Now this one was Balmy Blue, but this is our new Seaside Spray. And I'm just going to put that right in there. Yep. Okay. Make sure it fit. I'm going to bring in my snail. Getting all kinds of little things going on here. I'm just going to slide that right in there. Okay. And if I don't have it quite even, there we go. I can move it around a little bit. Okay. I know a lot of people do use Tombow, and I wasn't using it that much, and then I had to use it for something, and I was like, oh my God, what am I missing out here? I was using the detailed glue a lot, and I like all my glues just for different things. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in this piece, which is actually going to go right there. I'm going to bring in my birds, and I'm going to try to only ink up the middle of them. If it goes off a little bit, it's okay. But I don't want the edges because it's not that big. But you see, it did go to the edges here. And which looks fine too. I just don't need the whole thing inked up. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. Or, yeah, ink it up. I already inked it up. I'm going to go right there. There we go. That's all I needed. And real quick, doesn't take much, I'm going to use my blends. Just going to do a little on the branch. Blend that all in. And I need those again. Sorry, forgot my birds. I want this part of it. I'm just going to flick, as I call it, flick some crumb cake on the birds for their feathers. I love my blends, and I love new colors. And then I'm just going to bring some more of that in, but leaving some space for some more color for the birds' bellies. That's good. Okay, and then what I'm going to bring in here for the middle of it, I could use the Petal Pink, but I want it a little bit darker, so I am going with the Calypso Coral. Just bringing a little bit. I don't want a real lot. Just some, I'm just dabbing it. And the nice thing about the blends is if you don't like the way it comes out, you just keep working it. And I'm just going to swirl that till I get it to the way I like it. So even if there's some harsh lines, like that one looked a little harsh, just keep swirling it and you'll get a softer image. I'm actually even going over some of the lighter crumb cake. Did you ever notice also you just wait a few minutes and it blends in even better? So, you know, just wait a couple of minutes. If it's not exactly how you like it, give it a few more seconds, okay, to really blend. Okay. So those are the Calypso Coral. And then I like to give them a nice bright beak. Even though because it's so small, I want it to really stick out. Okay. Then I'm going to use the Old Olive. They're not real big pieces, so you don't have to put a lot on there. Just enough to give it some definition. Okay. Now, since this is the Seaside Spray, but we don't have Seaside Spray blends yet, I'm going to go ahead and use the Balmy Blue. And I'm just going to put a little dark blue in there, a little there, maybe a little bit right here. And then just add a little light to it. Okay. You know how much I like my blends. Okay. And that's going to go right here. But with this, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to glue it down. I'm going to use some dimensionals. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on here. And for this one, I would put 4 on there. I'm going to lay it right on the middle here. Okay. And then I've got the little tag already done. Now you see how I cut that one off? Maybe I'll leave this one a little bit different. So since this one I trimmed off, and all I did was I stamped it and then glued it down right there and then just trimmed that. Okay. But because I like to make it, just to change it up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead with Your Friendship Means the World to Me. My Balmy Blue. Oh, I don't want Balmy Blue. That's right. Never mind. Let me just clean that. I forgot. I changed that color, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I want the new one. Where are you? Did I not put him over here? Okay, where's my Seaside Spray? He was here a minute ago. Here's all my new colors. Huh. Why am I not seeing him? Let me just grab him. And I just figured out why he wasn't there. Because he's in the bucket for a sneak peek for the class I'm doing on Tuesday. That's why. Okay, back to this. Seaside Spray. Seaside Spray. And then again, the dimensionals. This one was laying flat, so this one I'll do on dimensionals, just because I want to change it up. And then, of course, we have a little doodad. That little flower looks cute, but I think I'm going to try the little bow this time. Cute little bows, very tiny. Which means for this one, I have to take my glue dots out because I really have to roll this one up. Get them on there. Actually, I'm going to put 2 on there. just to make sure. There we go. Press them down. Same card, two different ideas. And then, since I used the Seaside Spray, I can use these little faceted dots instead of the pearls. My Take Your Pick tool is also on the tables for the class, so I'm just going to add a couple of the smaller ones here. Fell on my pants. There we go. So there's just a second card. And then, of course, Wink of Stella, which my Wink of Stella is running out. So, did you know that you can actually get a little more life out of your Wink of Stella? And I'm going to show you how to do it right now, or tell you because it's very messy. You're going to take this, unscrew it. You're going to take this out. So here's my little tip for today. You're going to grab that with scissors or tweezers, and you're going to lift that out. It's coming. You're going to pull that barrel out. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to add a few drops of water and maybe 1 or 2 of alcohol. The alcohol helps it dry. But if you add maybe 10 drops of water in there and shake it, guess what? You get a little more of your Wink of Stella. And if you do the same thing I just told you, but you take a couple of drops of re-inker, you'll have a color Wink of Stella. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to be doing probably a YouTube video on it, but I probably should do it because my Wink of Stella just ran out, but there it goes. And just add some Wink of Stella to it. There you go. Same card, a little change up. Now, for that last piece that we had, remember the doily? This is the card that I did with that, but I'm going to change it again and use one of our little note cards. So let me see how I want to do this. Okay, so the note card that I did before, again, was here. Yep, this will work. And I'm just going to use the pink one. I'm going to take that cute little doily. I'm going to put it right in the middle there. And I already cut out, I did a fussy cutting here. And I'm going to put that right in there, but not before I add some ribbon. So let's use the ribbon that does go to this. Sweet. And I'm just going to tie it on the side here. Just pulling that off a little bit. Get my bone folder and just burnish that a little bit more. It needs to be flattened a little bit more. Okay, and I'm just going to trim that off. The nice thing about this ribbon is it's very pliable, so you can leave it longer. It'll fit in the envelope. I like to do mine on an angle. Oh, thank you. Just put there now. This little guy is going to go right in there. And guess what? Yes, I'm using Tombow again. Now, I only have to put a couple little drops on because I'm going to put something... I try to find the biggest spot where I can put the Tombow or the glue. But since I'm putting something on top of that, I just need something to hold it down till I'm finished with it. Okay, so we'll just do that for now. That should be enough. It just needs to hold it down. there. Now I have my bird that I did the fussy cutting on already. And of course, I'm going to get some more dimensionals out. I like things to be 3D, popping up. Let's pull those off. Again, I'll have everything listed on the Facebook video tomorrow. Put that right there. Look at that. And I can even, if I can get one of these to work, let's see if this one. Yep, this one has some life in it. I just ordered a whole bunch more. I can even put the Wink of Stella over the Designer Series paper and add some shimmer to it. I know you probably can't see that. And then I'm just going to take the little hello. And I'm going to use the Rococo Rose, even though this is Petal Pink, because I want the hello to stand out a little bit more. And I'm just going to stamp it right here. Hello. Hello. Cute, quick, easy card. Using the inside of the laser cut card that I took out. Not hard at all. Now, the one thing I did want to show you was the back wash of this. I'm not going to redo this. I'm not going to do this card, but I am going to show you how I did it. Okay, so I got my watercolor paper. That's what's inside there. And I just used the Rococo. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is the way I did this, but there's a second way to do it. So let's show you this way first. Just mixed up some, and then just did a wash. That came out a little dark there, but I just did a wash across the whole thing. And you can always add more, or add, you know, make it a little watery. And then when you take your laser card, you're going to put that right behind it. See? And you can do it one of two ways. You can go ahead and just Wink of Stella over that and give it the shimmer. I don't know if you can see that, but it is doing the shimmer thing. Or, so again, that would be the shimmer. Okay. Or you can take this apart again, add some water and just a tad of alcohol with a couple of drops of re-inker, and then you'll get a little bit more life out of this, and it'll be Rococo Rose shimmer. Won't last a long time, but you'll get some life left. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the cards I did today. I'm going to bring them back in and show you. Again, there's the one with the color wash. Here's the two note cards. This is the card I did with the other doily in the middle. And then this one, the new dies and the old dies. And these two. And we have the watercolored one. And this one. I didn't realize I did this many. You get started on it and forget it. And then this gorgeous one. And then don't forget the tin. And they can all go back in there. Even the ones that don't belong in there. The laser cut ones. I think they can even fit in there. So which one was your favorite one? I'd love to hear which one you liked the best. So just leave me a message and let me know. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your thank you for your comments, sharing my videos. I really enjoy reading them, and I do read each and every one of them, even if I don't answer each and every one of them. I really do enjoy being here with you on Sunday nights. So have a great week, and I'll be back Friday morning at 7 a.m. Bye. Happy stamping.